Okay, so Danny Flexen here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by Josh Taylor, unified super lightweight champion of the world, hoping to become undisputed lightweight champion of the world on May 22nd. How excited are you? It's finally been announced. You and Jose Ramirez, Vegas, 22nd of May.
Yeah, over the moon, mate. I'm absolutely buzzing. Just I can't wait to get it done. My dream fight here is that I've always dreamed about is here. So I'm absolutely buzzing, over the moon, and looking forward to cracking and getting stuck in amongst training camp. So yeah, I can't wait. I've got a real spring in my step.
And just we'll talk about that now because you've obviously changed trainer before your last fight, now with Ben Davison. Just tell us, not just from a technical standpoint, but from your mindset as well, how are you different under Ben now than you were in your previous regime?
I'm more relaxed and I'm still more focused. I feel more focused, but I'm more relaxed and laid back, and I'm not stressing out about other things. And I've got a good team around me where people are helping me do different things. It's not left all just down to me. I've got a good team of people around me now that are helping me do different aspects of things that need taken care of. And, which was before I was having to do all by myself. And it was just, I was getting stressed out by a lot of things. So now I'm more relaxed and more comfortable, I'm laid back, I'm happy. So I think that's the main components.
What about from a technical standpoint? Because you're a highly decorated fighter, hugely experienced amateur, double Olympian, obviously 2 world titles already. What could a trainer, whether it's Ben or anyone else, do for you at this stage of your career?
Ben is a brilliant coach. He's amazing. As well as a great guy, he's amazing. He's bringing things out of me that I knew I had, but I was kind of neglecting before. And I'm learning, developing a lot over the last year or so. Last 18 months, I've learned a lot of new things, brushed up on things that Ben says that when I do it, I'm doing it really well, but now coming second nature to me. It's just I just feel all round a lot more better. It's just it's going really well, and I'm really happy with what's going on.
Now you go into this fight with only, I think, less than a round in the last 19 months of kind of competitive in-ring action.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
No?
I know what you're going to say. Absolutely not a problem. It's not a problem. I don't believe in ring rust, Danny. I don't believe in ring rust. I do believe that you get all that rust out in sparring and preparation for the fights. Like if you're having ring rust, then you've not been getting a good enough sparring or good enough preparation. So I do get what fighters say. That sort of, they feel like going through fight mode and and making weight and doing fight week and things like that kind of stuff. But in terms of actually action, you get all your preparation and sparring. So that shouldn't be a problem.
With that in mind, just tell us some of the people you've been sparring in the last few months and what you've got out of it.
The last couple of months we've not got an awful lot of sparring. It's been quite hard. It's been quite hard to spar because people haven't been willing to come to the gym. Some of them, because of what's going on. But I've been keeping myself fit and active. Been doing a lot of pad work with Ben and sort of simulating sparring with Ben and stuff like that as well. I've started back sparring the last couple of weeks, so I'm nice and sharp. So I'm flying. So it's not a concern and it's not a worry. It's not a worry for me at all.
Tell us the qualities you see in Jose Ramirez. I know you're 100% confident you're going to get the win, but what are his threats? What are his dangers?
Well, listen, he obviously looks like he punches hard. He's heavy-handed. He's a volume, hard puncher, precision puncher. He come forward, pressure fighter, and looks to overwhelm fighters and break them down. So that's all his strong points. He's very good. He's come forward. He's fit as a fiddle. So he fights at a high pace too. So yeah, he's a very, very good fighter and very accomplished fighter. But I just see a lot of things. I see a lot of things that I can expose on fight night. I'm not going to tell you them if you don't mind.
I don't blame you. While you've always had kind of supreme confidence in your own ability, did you think you'd be at this stage, still relatively early on in your pro career, did you think you'd be moved as quickly as you have been?
No, I don't. I certainly never thought I'd be having an undisputed fight at this point in my career. You know, I would think if you do that, it's way down the later end of your career when you've done all your 19, 20 fights, 26 fights, and earned your badges. But I believe I've earned my stripes and badges, by my last opponents and my amateur experience and the amount of experience I've had over the years I've racked up. And obviously my previous team behind me, that they saw the talent that I had and the way I worked in the gym, so they had confidence in my ability, as well as having my own input and telling them, no, I want this fight, or I want to do that fight, and get this fight made because I'll win it, and I'm capable of doing it. So I think, to answer your question, no, I didn't think I'd be here this early in my career. No, definitely not. I couldn't imagine. It's worked out better than I could ever imagine it.
And who would you credit for that? It's kind of giving you an opportunity to thank whoever needs to be thanked, I suppose. But especially securing this fight as well.
Well, obviously, with securing this fight, I've got to thank MTK and my management. They've got this job done and got me the best deal possible. And done and dusted over the line. Everyone's taken care of. Best management in the company, so they've been brilliant. They've been absolutely brilliant. So yeah, I'm flying. The fight's all done now, and we're just looking forward to the May 22nd.
Do you think, I don't know how far you've looked ahead, but do you think this will be your last fight at 140 pounds?
Listen, we don't know. I'm making weight very, very comfortable. We don't know. It's just see what comes. We'll just see what opportunities arise after this fight. And we'll take it from there. But naturally, win this fight. There's no really any proving to do, any more proving to do at the weight. I'm the best. I've proved I'm the best. So the natural goal would be to move up in weight and chase a second weight world title. But there is other opportunities out there at 140 as well, and we'll see. We'll just see what comes our way. We've obviously got Jack Catterall there as well, standing in mandatory position as well. So we've got all that to consider as well. So the options are they're not limited. They're not limited. So we've got lots of options on the table after this fight, providing it goes my way.
If it does go your way, you'll be only the second undisputed super lightweight champion in the 4-belt era. The other one being, of course, Terence Crawford, someone who you've been linked with continuously over the last couple of years. Is that a fight you still want? There's been rumours about him and where he's going to go next, but is that something you'd still like in the future?
Yeah, of course, 100%. These are real legacy fights. So these are fights that I want to do. I'm in this game to fight the best, be my best, and fight the best. That's what boxing's all about. None of all these tune-up fights and taking care of this and taking care of that first. I want to go in and get the business done. I think I've proved that in my career and the style of my fights that I've taken up until now. I want to fight the best, no messing around. So Terence Crawford's struggling for a dance partner at the minute, and I'm more than happy to take him up on it.
Now, just before I let you go, what do you think it would take for you to go down in history of Scotland's best ever fighter? What would you need to achieve from here on out until the end of your career?
I'm not sure, but I reckon win this fight, it's got to be up there, isn't it? It's got to be up there with one of the best for sure. It's going to be up there for one of the best for sure. But I'm not really interested in replacing the legends like Ken Buchanan and Benny Lynch and things like that. I'm not interested in competing with anybody. But this fight, this magnitude, for one, it's a massive legacy fight, and it cements my place in history as one of the best fighters, to do it, in Britain and Scotland. I think who's the only other? Well, only be me, the first British fighter to be the only 4-belt undisputed world champion. Be the first person to do it. So that's got to be up there. It's got to be up there with the best. So that's for other people to judge. So I'm not really interested. But it's got to be up there in terms of achievement wise.
So putting that aside, what will it take for you to be satisfied by the end of your career? What do you want to have achieved?
I'm already satisfied with what I've done. I've set up my goal to become world champion, but I'm now my mentality now. I'm setting new goals. I'm setting new goals to become undisputed world champion. I'm setting new goals to become maybe a second weight world champion. You know, have these big massive fights. But if God forbid something happened to me today or tomorrow and I couldn't box anymore, I'd be satisfied with what I've achieved.
Great stuff. Well, wish you obviously the very best of luck for the 22nd of May. And we hope you get all 4 belts and bring them back to Britain.
Yeah, thanks very much, Danny. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, Josh. Take care.
Thank you. Thanks, mate.